Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to go over uranium daily market technical analysis update. We're going to start with our Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, work our way down into the ETF, and then into individual companies. Again, this is just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. But I will say today does look a little bit better. We opened lower, we went lower, and then throughout the day we were bottom back up. And some of them, they close positive and some close very much positive. So I think the momentum is changing. That's a signal or an indication that we could potentially be bottoming. On the short term, anything can move these stocks. So I'll never talk in absolutes, just to let you know. I'm never going to say we are at a bottom because no one knows. All you have are statistical probabilities. All you can do is, what I do by mitigating my risk is to sprinkle money in. And today, I would be a sprinkler. I would have sprinkled money in today because we saw that reversal and it was coming back up. That is showing strength. And I buy into strength. I don't buy into weakness when things are crashing and falling down. I want to see it come down and then the buyers step in to buy it back up. So I guess I'm an early crowd buyer, so to speak. I'd like to see the buyers just step in and create that bottom to buy into. So what I've got today, we've got the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust right behind me. We'll do the 1 year here. This is what that candlestick is. It's a hammer pattern. What happens is it opens here, it goes throughout the day down, and then the buyers buy it back up, and it finishes upward. This is a reversal candlestick. This one right here. We can zoom in on it. This guy right there. So it opened here, came down, and reversed up and closed upward. So the momentum is to the upside. That is perfect. It's good. This is a good indication. This is also a bullish piercing on this day before it. So you can stack these up. You can say that we have a bullish piercing, it came down, and then we have another buying pressure day of a bullish hammer, or even a bullish piercing with a hammer pattern. So we could turn this thing around here. We could. Looking at it, kind of zooming in a little bit more. This is the kind of the run at the end of the day that we're looking at on a 1 hour basis. And we've got, this is on a very, very short term, guys. And I don't, I'm just looking at it from kind of this perspective here. So it's a descending wedge that we broke. It came and wedged up, and then we broke to the upside. So hopefully this thing can continue upward and signaling that this is a short-term bottom with not much upside target because it's such a short pattern. But maybe this is the catalyst that gets us moving back up. We'll find out. Also, don't get too overly confident here because if we could come all the way back up, retag this line, and then turn lower. That is still in the realm of possibility. So let's look at some of these other ones. We've got URNM. This one also had a reversal candlestick within the day. And if I were to draw, I'm going to draw this kind of up here. This is a reversal candlestick pattern. Let's look at the 1 year, get the daily. This is a hammer pattern, came down and came back up and was bought back up throughout the day. That's this pattern right here on a daily candlestick basis. It's something like this. So it's a reversal candlestick, which might reverse, but it doesn't tell us how long the reversal will be. It just says we're trying to reverse it and move on up until you hit resistance like this and it sold back off. So we could come back up tomorrow, and we have to see what tomorrow does and how it closes. What's important is not how you open, but how you close. We want to be closing upward and strong if we're going to try to break this downtrend line here. But we're not. We're still in a downtrend, but we have a reversal candlestick. So it is going to probably try to do it tomorrow. Bannerman's got a nice, good reversal candlestick. It is still in a downtrend. And hopefully we can try to make a move higher. This is a bullish engulfing or bullish piercing pattern here, candlestick wise, on a daily candlestick. So we were coming on up. The momentum came and reversed down. Momentum came down and reversed back up, and we closed here. So momentum's to the upside. And Goviax, this looks like a bottoming pattern to me. Again, guys, this is just statistical probabilities. Nothing that I'm saying is and should be used in absolutes. But what you want to see in a stock, and this is on a daily candlestick basis, is we broke to the downside, and I'm looking for a reversal candlestick pattern. This is a reversal candlestick pattern. It shot higher, but there were still sellers in here to sell this thing off. This is another reversal candlestick pattern where we opened down low here. It gapped lower, and buyers bought it and bought it back up all the way to the top here. And our volume is maybe a little bit above average or so, because average might be down here. We're a little above average. Let's hope the momentum can continue. This one looks good for Goviax. Global Atomic. Whenever you have wicks at the bottom like this, it means that buyers are down here. You've got another wick at the bottom here, another wick at the bottom here. You've got some wicks at the bottom down here. Means that we're kind of, the buyers are buying it back up. They're buying it back up. They're buying it back up. So this is a hammer pattern. Hopefully we can get some momentum to the upside with Global Atomic. Another one with Forces Metals. We got the nice little, it opened here, it came down, and it was bought all the way back up and closed at the top. It's a reversal candlestick pattern. Hopefully we can break the downtrend line that is above it somewhere in like this range here. Purepoint Uranium, just kind of, it's still in a downtrend line. I don't see a reversal candlestick yet, but we'll see tomorrow. Give it some time. Deep Yellow, this is a bullet. It's a hammer candlestick. Buyers bought it back up, and it closed here, and it was still a down day. I do look for these wicks at the bottom. It does mean that there's buyers down there, but it doesn't mean that we're going to turn yet. So hopefully we can muster up some strength here, guys. Sky Harbor's still in its downtrend line, but it looks like we're slowing down by the opening and closing price being so close. So hopefully we're contracting down and ready to try to turn. Next Gen Energy looks like it's got a nice bullish engulfing candlestick. We just need to get the buyers to step and break this downtrend line. That's what it looks like, kind of zooming out. We do have some support underneath here, all through here. There's a bunch of buyers and sellers transactions, so we've got some buyers in here. I think it's good support at about 420 as well. So that's Next Gen Energy. CVVUF. Man, it looks like we're trying to break, and then it's closing still pretty weak. So I'd like to see the buyers step in for it. Baseload. I mean, we've got a lot of selling pressure here. It looks like the buyers answered back. Good 8% up day today. I wish we had closed strong like up here. I would have been a little bit more bullish. Let's see what tomorrow brings us. Got to remain open. Fission 3.0 looks pretty good here. And what I'm seeing, I think this is going to turn. Bullish engulfing for this day here. We came up, this is going to sell off with these days. Another kind of bullish, but it's not quite a bullish piercing, but it's a bullish candlestick. And then today, bullish piercing. Piercing, almost engulfing. We got a little bit more volume kicking up. I think this is, it looks like we've got good support at 15 and a half cents, 15.2 cents, somewhere in that range. So hopefully we can muster up a little rally here. Fission, nice good old hammer pattern. Came down, was bought back up. Again, we haven't broken any patterns yet. I don't have a candlestick pattern yet, but it is looking better. We're getting candlesticks on the bottom down here. Usually that means we want to turn. So be patient. Hammer pattern, candle, it's got a long wick at the bottom, came back and finished strong. Momentum's to the upside. Let's hope that the momentum can continue and we can close kind of with momentum going upward. Besides that, nothing too much. Kazakhstan still in a downtrend. I probably wouldn't do much of anything yet. Pen MF, this is a bearish engulfing pattern. We did get some buyers to step in and buy it up. It tried to run, but the seller still came and sold it off. Still in a downtrend. Pen MF is still in a downtrend. Here's Boss Energy. This thing's been volatile as heck. All over the place. Not really much to say here. It's just an up day. There's no candlestick pattern. Lotus Resources, little hammer pattern. We're still below the downtrend line. It still has some work to put in. UROY is still in a downtrend. So there's no MEROY in this. It's just UROY. We still could have some downward momentum that we need to work off before moving on up. Encore Energy. It looks like we're finding support here. I've got a little downtrend line going through here. And this downtrend line is questionable because you could put it up here. Snaps all over the place. It's quite snappy. Little snappy. Bullish, almost a bullish piercing, bullish engulfing. It's got buyers down here. That's why all the wicks are on the bottom of these candlesticks. Let's hope we can close. We closed strong today. Let's hope the momentum can continue and we can break this downtrend. A lot of the downtrends are still intact, guys. So be patient. We broke to the downside here, so we're still in a downward movement with energy fuels. URG's putting in, I mean, it looks like it's trying here. No clear, distinct pattern yet. And the downtrend line is questionably, I have to move it up a little bit. We're still in a downtrend, but it looks like we're trying to square up and break out. We got to see it. It's got to show me. We are still in a downtrend. Still in a downtrend for UEC as well. LEU, still in a downtrend. Just zooming out, give you guys kind of a perspective on it. We have not turned. I would still say it's still bearish at the moment. I'm trying to get bullish, guys, but I got to see it before. I got to see it to believe it in the charts, and we're still in downtrends on these. We're still in the downtrend movement. We do have some buyers stepping in, though. I think we're getting closer and closer to a bottom at any point here for a lot of these companies. Bullish piercing pattern. This is kind of a descending wedge. If you were to draw it probably on a different time scale, like this, you can see that we have a descending wedge that we've broken to the upside. So ISO Energy looks good, and hopefully we can get a little rally here to the upside. Could be a leader. Here's Apia Energy. Apia Energy looks like it's also trying to break its downtrend. It's right on top of it. Need the momentum. Got to carry us forward, not downward, because it's right at the resistance support line. Denison Mines. Looking at this guy, broken kind of the downside. It looks like it's trying to stage a little bit of a rally at the end of the day. Let me go to a 1 year and see what the candlestick looks like there. It's a reverse candlestick here, but the momentum's still to the downside. So we got to turn this and close upward. It's a good time to maybe think about sprinkling, but I don't know if this is done yet. It's too early to call this a bottom. Same with this guy. It's still coming on down. Forum Energy Metals is next. Nice, good buying pressure, up 21.6% today. This is on a daily candlestick basis. It closed slightly above it, but there's no reversal candlestick yet. But the momentum is slowing, and it's starting to probably chop sideways before moving on up. This is probably what I'm guessing. And Laramide, bullish piercing pattern. This is a bullish engulfing before it. This is a big old sell-off day. The buyers and sellers are battling back and forth in this region. So looking at this, I mean, we still have downward momentum. We're trying to work that momentum off. Hopefully we can get some sideways motion, or we can get some support here and start to work our way higher. So nothing is, the momentum isn't broken on a lot of these stocks. So I'm not calling bottoms here, not yet. The buyers did come in. We did put some hammer candlestick patterns. It's okay if you guys want to try to sprinkle some in, but the momentum and a lot of them are still to the downside. We have not broken the downtrends yet. So are we early? Yeah, maybe. Might be a little bit early. But if you guys are really long-term investors, I do think this is going to go up over the medium and long term. And then the very, very short term still looks a little bit weak. But the buyers are stepping in. They're trying to reverse it here. So let's see what tomorrow brings us. Hopefully we can finish strong and end an up day tomorrow and break these downtrends and get this thing moving to the upside. If you see it, up to you on what you want to do. Maybe a little sprinkle fest 2021 at the end of 2021 needs to happen. But what that means is cost averaging into the companies if you guys like it. If you see strength tomorrow, wait for the end of the day. If the opening of the day opens strong, see if it continues upward. Usually what happens is they trick people. They get people sucked in the morning. They gap it up. They get people excited. They get their shares, and then they sell it off throughout the day. And so they're basically creating strength to sell into. That's what that trick is. So if it opens up, wait a little bit. Wait till like midday, end of the day, and see where it ends and closes. We want to buy into strength when it closes. We don't want to buy into strength off the open and then have it sell off on us. If you're a trader, I mean, if you're a long-term investor, it doesn't really matter. But if you're trading, I would wait. If it gaps up, your statistical probability isn't that it's just going to go rocketing higher. I mean, there's sometimes it does that, but a lot of the time what happens is it usually goes sideways or it goes lower on a gap up. So they try to suck you in. And that's what happened on this trading day right here is they gapped it up and then they sold it off throughout the day. We've got patterns that are basically contradicting each other all through here on a lot of these companies. So the buyers and the sellers they're basically slugging it out against each other at this area. What I'm trying to see is it going to tip in the scales of the buyers or the sellers? I don't have that data yet. And what I do, again, is just cost average in and be really slow with my movements. I already have established kind of core positions and all this stuff. So whatever I sprinkle in, it's kind of insignificant in comparison to my core position size. So it's not like if I mistime it, it's not the end of the world. If you're new to the sector and you want to buy, I would cost average in and not try to catch the entire bottom. Just kind of slowly leak money into it over time. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.